Hi Pisces, my name is Grisel and I'm here to do your reading for September. But I want to make sure that you hear me. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my microphone. Excuse my face. All right. So I'm still trying to figure out my studio situation and how I'm going to set everything up. That's why it's different every time you watch. If you are a frequent flyer on my channel, just a disclaimer. Otherwise, I want to welcome you to my channel. I want to thank you for joining me. And let's see what September has in store for you, my dear Pisces. So Pisces, for the month of September, I also want to let you know really quick that I'm going to be opening up my website soon, probably the middle of this month, which gives me just around about a week to be able to do that. So if you'd like a personal reading, go ahead and keep an eye open. In my description box, I'm going to be posting my website and relaunching it. So I'll be opening up readings one-on-one. Okay. Now that that's done, we're moving on. What's going on for Pisces for the month of September? I'm feeling very comfortable, very cozy, almost like I just had coffee, which I did, but the vibe is like a lazy days coffee, just very comforted. And so maybe you're going to be feeling very comforted this month, which is really nice. So what else is going on for the month of September for my Pisces friends, please? My Piscean friends. And we're just going to open up with the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Getting your wish, getting exactly what you desire, having a desire that's going to really fulfill you emotionally. I feel like you have minimum of 3 things on the top of your mind that you want to help promote, to bloom, to grow. And these things are going to really be key and important in helping you to achieve those feelings and emotions. I do feel like people can look at you and you could be maybe a little bit prissy or a little bit viewed as snobbish, and I don't think that that's it at all. I think that you're determined. I think that you have a very kind heart. You're very deep. Sometimes you could wear your emotions on your sleeves, but the aloof part comes from you trying to draw away and not maybe perhaps feel so emotional or allow those emotions to be in the forefront of your life. Backing that up is the Nine of Swords. I feel like there are a lot of eyes on you. So Pisces, it's like 1, 2, 3, all eyes on thee, right? This can make you feel paranoid. It can make you feel anxious, upset, people looking at you all sorts of different ways and making you feel like you need to go into self-protective mode. So I feel like this aloofness, kind of like she's a little bit like pulled away, don't, back up, don't get too close. That kind of a thing, Pisces, has more to do with your self-protection mode this month than necessarily you being like wanting to place yourself above other people. I don't get that vibe from you at all. In fact, what I get from you is healing. So you are under the umbrella of healing right now. And if you're not, let me tell you, you're gonna be. That's gonna be the best place for you to be, is healing from these wounds, for maybe prying eyes. Perhaps people have said some nasty things to you. Perhaps people have given you the side glance or the up and down look or whatever look is going on right now. I feel like you're very closed mouth. You could feel very alone. There's a need for you to really balance out your emotions as well as the earthy part of yourself. And so if you go ahead and like ground yourself, that is going to be the best thing for you possible. Okay. Getting grounded, maybe getting cleansed, get some sage going in your life, get some Palo Santo. If that's your thing. You know what's really good is Agua de Florida, and that's simply stated as Florida water for those of you guys that don't know. So Florida water is going to be really, it's so cleansing and so refreshing. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like I smell like an old man when I put it on, but it just instantly helps. My grandfather used to use it to cleanse himself, and traditionally we've used it to bring down fevers and all sorts of wonderful things, and it just does work. I mean, if it works, right? Also, Pisces, I feel like there is a little bit of, I just heard no filter, and maybe this month you are feeling like you have no filter. You're not going to filter how you think, how you feel, but you're also not going to put yourself in harm's way. Now, when I happen to flip my cards, look at that. After I said that, this is the Emperor. This is he who controls. This is he who says, my way or the highway. You better do it this way. I have my strings on you, my tentacles on you. I know best. You don't know what's good for you. I'll allow you to roam within the cords, within the length of this cord, but you can't go very far because I'm going to yank you back. Perhaps you're dealing with a puppet master, Pisces, and this could be looking like, for example, work. Maybe you're feeling like you're being kind of yanked around or controlled. You have no personal freedom, which, work is work, unless you work for yourself, and then it's still work, right? I'm seeing a star right behind this Emperor right here. And so everything is very rigid thinking, very chess move-ish. That is not a term. I just made it up, and you're welcome, Pisces. I feel like a lot of it is feeling like you perceive, or you're feeling the pressure of other people having their fingers in your life, their fingers on top of your, the hands are on your throat, that kind of a thing. And I think that you're experiencing like freedom and decompressing from that. I need to heal from that. All eyes on you. Are you conforming to the status quo? All of these people, puppet masters that are trying to string you along and make you do this, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, get the shot, don't get the shot. And you're feeling like so many eyes on me, and can you just let my body be my body? And what I do in the privacy of is what I do in the privacy of. So there's a great need to heal. There's also a great need for security. Security could be top priority on your mind, by the way, which makes a lot of sense. And this Emperor, I feel, that is controlling your life, or you're feeling a little bit kind of yanked to and from or chained to. This could be, honestly, this could be like the laws being placed state by state if we live in the US, or across any of the other lands, whether you have to be vaccinated to work for people, or whether you can buy groceries if you're not vaxxed. It could be things like that. It could also simply be having a controlling Emperor, a controlling person for a boss, or a lover, or a significant other, okay, that wants to control everything that you do. So a little bit like if you spend money, you're answering to them. How you spend it, you're answering to them. All of that sort of vibe. So a lot of healing for you, and it's affecting your sense of confidence, I feel. But I feel like you're pulling away from all that. You're pulling away from prying eyes, away from the anxiety. And I feel like you're sinking into bliss. Some of you guys are embracing yoga for the first time ever. Some of you guys are trying out new breathing techniques. I'm all about all this stuff, okay? So if you have questions, not that I know everything by long shot, but I've dabbled in almost everything. And if you have ideas also, be willing to post them in the comments below, because I will definitely check them out. I read all of your comments, all one or two of your comments, I do. So Pisces, also, if you like my channel, please do support me by sharing, commenting, liking, and subscribing. Do give me that subscribe, hit that bell notification button so that you are alerted whenever I upload again, which I'm hoping to do more often, right? Pisces, what else do we have for the month of September? 5 of Cups, feeling a loss. Oh, it's a Page of Cups. Who needs their glasses? So maybe you're recovering from a loss. Feeling like you lost control of your life, control of your options, control of who watches what, who's looking at you, and you're needing to shield yourself. And then you have the Page of Cups, which would be an apology or a small offer, something quite lovely to make your heart feel like it's a balm for the soul, like it's being calmed and comforted. Didn't we just open up with feeling like you just drank a cup of coffee and just that feeling of I'm comfortable? I'm feeling good. So maybe you're pulling out of this energy, the Emperor, and feeling of sadness and everything else, and you're sinking into your wonderful cup of coffee or Java or hot chocolate, cocoa tea, whatever the case may be, right? The Page of Cups can be a very small offer. It could be a concern that you have about a child in your life, Pisces. It could be in reference to you as well, nurturing something that you really enjoy and love that gives you that emotional fulfillment. So I feel like you're turning your back on things that feel very controlling, and you're headed towards things that make you feel more peaceful. I have the Knight of Swords, and so this Knight also combined with the Page of Cups is about seeking clarity. Maybe you're doing a lot of research, you're surfing on the written word, whether it's somebody wrote it on the internet, articles, things like that, magazines. I feel like you're using that as a barometer to make decisions for yourself, to get yourself away from danger, away from the storms, okay? Away from perhaps feeling manipulated. You're looking at details. And yes, it could be details such as what is in the vaccine and how things like that work with your body, and looking at alternative resources such as Telegram, where they actually have a little bit more liberty to talk about things. And so you're doing your own research, you're allowing that to carry you to safety, get away from the storm of feeling like everybody else's opinion, they're more professional or whatever than you, and I feel like you're going to do your own sleuthing, your own investigating, and good for you. It's about time that people like started picking that up, and I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about in general. But I think that that's going to give you a higher perspective, and you're just going to feel at peace whether you do or don't. Not my business, but it's more important that you feel like, okay, I feel good about this, and I made a decision. Not everybody's pressuring or mandates or whatever. Otherwise, I feel like this Knight of Swords is just gaining clarity on a situation that brings you a lot of joy on a new offer. It could be even a new love offer. Some of you guys are having babies. It could be a new child being born into your life. Find out what else is going on. I know this reading so far is a little bit across the board, a little bit of everything. But overall, I do feel like very calming and peaceful, and by nature, that's just not me. So, wish. I wish. So what else do we have going on for Pisces for the month of September? Okay, lots of people in your reading. So we have the King of Swords. This could be potentially a legal situation, a lawyer, somebody who's super astute who gets to the bottom of things. They use your mind and logic over their heart. They're not going to make decisions based on how they feel. It's going to be strictly on facts, just the facts, okay? So that's what you want to give them, and that's going to be the type of energetic exchange. If you are seeking guidance from someone, this could be a counselor, and this is somebody who's just going to give you, once again, the facts. So they're more logic brain, less emotional, and they're going to do the math on your life. If you're seeking counseling, or the math on your current situation, on your business, for example, on your love life or your relationships. And that's actually good. You'll get clarity that you're wanting. Pisces, what else? Interesting. What is going on? Right, I'm totally tripping on camera. Look, we have the Emperor. But we already had the Emperor. What's going on here? I'm going to look at this deck and see, because it's a brand new deck for me. It's a Tarot of Mystical Moments, and I don't know if this is something that is designed this way or what happened. But we have two Emperors. I keep wanting to like rub my eyeballs. I'm like, is it the same? Yeah, it's the same deck. Okay. So you have the Emperor twice. Okay. And I feel like, okay, these are outside circumstances. I'm now even feeling like this is more global. This is more like pandemic issues. This is more restrictive. Can you travel without, these documents or not? Or are the borders even open? Things of that nature. Can I work at this place or that place? Or can I go into this store or that store with or without? Regardless, do I or don't I? Those type of questions. This Emperor right here is more home based. This is more like, all right, I'm more centered. I'm more in control, okay? Because this one, I feel like you could be feeling yanked all over the place emotionally, mentally. And this one is just like, okay, I know what's good. I know what is going to ground me. I protect my home. I make my decisions. These are the four corners of my home, how I run my life, my business. I feel like you're gaining control over that, and maybe that's a sense of peace that I'm getting. And I am just not gonna lie, I'm actually totally tripping over the fact that there are two emperors in this deck. What? And you got them both. Pisces, moving on. Okay, a lot of law order. You could be paying bills and you're paying them on time and you're comfortable. You're not freaking out. It's not like you're wealthy, but you're not freaking out either. You have that faith in yourself and in the cosmos and spirit that things are going to work out for the good, and they will for sure. Pisces. So what else do we have? I'm like, what other surprises are in this deck for you? Now I want to go ahead and do Pisces couples. Okay. So what's going on for my Piscean friends, those that are couple, relationship, situationship, complicationship, anything like that, please? Anything for my coupled and taken Pisces friends. And yeah, this includes if you're on again, off again type thing. Oh goodness, why did I just say that? So this is Two of Swords. So you guys, if you are married, living together, anything like that, you're not talking right now. You're not talking to each other. You're in a stalemate. You're not discussing things. There's issues on both of your minds that you know you need to discuss. And you're both really holding on to those emotions, kind of waiting for the other person to initiate the discussion, perhaps being a little bit stubborn. Nobody wants to talk about this. So what else do we have going on? Yeah. A major transformation going on here. And this is incredibly beautiful. This is probably my favorite death card in the entire, like almost every deck I own. And this one right here is just really beautiful. It looks like a dress, and she actually has a rib cage on the outside, and everything is blooming from within. And when you think about it, like things do, I mean, it's a circle of life, right? So things die and return back to Mother Earth, and then we push up daisies, for lack of a better way to put it. But it just makes me think of things that cycle all the way around in order for you to see the full blooms once again. And so you think about perennials, and you plant them and you enjoy them, and then they die, and then they come back up for the next season. That kind of a vibe. So perhaps during your courtship, marriage, situationship, complicationship, things have cycled and things have turned not so great. You're at a stalemate. Obviously, you're not talking about things, or you're sleeping on each end of the bed. You're got your backs to each other. You're functioning as roommates more than lovers or friends or whatever. That could be happening too. Why are my cards? Oh, here it is, jumping out. But it's going to be a full cycle. So I feel like things are going to be blooming once again. You're going to feel like all those emotions, they're going to have to come out one way or another. And perhaps you're feeling like, you know, I'm dying on the inside, or exposing everything that I really am and putting things to death, such as like maybe having a jealousy or a power play if the Emperor is in fact your significant other, having to control everything. And you are addressing issues like that. So that is really powerful. Asked me, well, I was going to pick up one card and not the other. So I feel like you're saying, Pisces, that I just don't want to talk about this to them. There's no talking, even though we have to talk, okay? A lot of brain fog going on, maybe lack of clarity, protecting the heart chakra. And then the Fool, you're going to wind up taking a chance. This is what jumped out for you. You're going to wind up taking a chance, but I feel like you're just a little bit afraid. You don't want to be baited by this. I'm getting a lot of strong Nemo vibes, where Nemo, there's like this beautiful light in the depth of the ocean, and all of a sudden the light turns on and there's this big fish with teeth And that's part of his little charm. It's like he's going to lure you. So I feel like you're just looking to make sure that you're not being lured into a false insecurity, into starting something new with your current partner, or like saying, okay, well, let's forgive and forget. Let's start a new leaf after therapy. Let's go to therapy, whatever the case may be, or let's just kind of get on the same page and move forward. You're wanting to be careful that you're not being bamboozled, is my point, okay? Because this guy's a crocodile. And the part of this charm that he's showing you is right here, okay? It's a little like, oh, look, I'm a flower. And all of a sudden he's like this big thing. I don't know. What I'm getting, Pisces, is you want to be aware of cycles. If things are headed in the same way, that you feel like you're just now leaving, and that no longer worked for you, haven't worked for you for a long time, I think that you're going to discuss that with your partner, okay? So, sorry, my hair's a hot mess, and obviously chop it myself. So, what else do we have? Queen of Swords, I think that you want the truth. You're not messing around. You are definitely not messing around. You're getting it really clear on what you want. This really reminds me of a building that I saw actually floating one time, but that's a whole different topic, Pisces. So, Queen of Swords, you are looking to get things to be healed, to get better, but also you're cutting out all the bull crap in your wake. You're not putting up with it. You're not putting up with control. You yourself are docking. This is almost like a balloon, and she tied it off presumably to these trees, and she is blooming. You're using more your vocal cords, your throat chakra, and that's what you're standing on. So I think that you're going to become more vocal in your relationship or partnership. And that's what I have for you. You have Queen of Swords energy, to where I think that you're just going to start chopping things off, whether you're male or female. If they don't become you, you're not doing it. And you're not allowing it. It's not going to be permitted in your life anymore. That's what I have for those of you that are in partnership. For those of you who have no one, who are not in a partnership, no situationship, I want to get all the cards and see what comes out for you. What's coming for my single Pisces, please? Single Pisces. What's going on for my singles? Single Pisces friends for the month of September. Ooh, we've got some waiting. Oh, I pulled two right away. Oh, we've got some waiting. Okay, waiting. You've been waiting for some time. You're thinking about everything that you have built with your own hands, perhaps. All of the different towers that have crumbled in your life. I feel like you have sass and pep in your step. Look at how her arms are akimbo. Like, go ahead and try me. I'm waiting for a really good offer. I'm waiting for the right ship. I'm waiting for the tide to come in so I can put this boat down and I can jump in, magically shrinking myself to fit into that boat. I feel like you're getting a higher perspective on what it is that you want coming towards you, and you're not accepting any ship. You're holding out for the correct person coming towards you, and you're not going to even get in the water with anybody who doesn't pass the vibe check, okay? If they don't pass the vibe check, they're not going. And I also heard, excuse me for being crass, but you're not going to get in the same bed with somebody who isn't worth your time, energy, effort. You waited too long. Why, like, yeah. You know what happens when you lie with dogs, right? So if they're not compatible, this is for male, female, why even bother? We have an end of a cycle. You have successfully graduated. This is like the globe, and she is holding some other globes. I think that you are looking at where you're going to plant your feet. Perhaps you're even thinking about moving. This can have everything to do with a move, wanting to go to a different place. I think that you've been waiting for a really long time for the right offers to come through. And I think perhaps you have, Pisces, I'm getting some of you guys got different hobbies going on because of the wait. Like, you're not waiting, you're waiting for the right person, but you're not wasting your time. And with the world, I think this is looking at, okay, I finally picked up my dress off of these buildings, off of what has been stagnant and established for a long time, off of the emperor, maybe off of where I perhaps have always lived my life, and I'm relocating moving forward, moving on, and moving in a good direction for me. And you're taking a chance. You're going to be taking a chance. Mostly I see taking a chance on you. And I see a lot of patience. But what about partnership? That's what we're asking, right? Oh gosh, you're going to be really picky, and that's good. So you're going to be like really Sherlock at Holmes. I don't even know. But with the Page of Wands here, this is all about fire energy. Super exciting, but you're going to be scrutinizing. Nothing is going to get missed by your vision, your scrutiny. You're going to be just double checking everything. And I have the toucan here, looking at the page. This is all about fire, and this is not a reference to what gives you security, that feeling of I'm secure. So whatever relationship comes towards you has to be secure. It has to really pass a vibe check. But I feel also that for others of you, this is somebody who is actually scrutinizing you, giving you the once over and the twice over, and that I'm looking some more at you. What about you, Pisces? I'm definitely looking at you vibe. Okay, so this is somebody who's been checking you out. They're in the shadows, but they have a lot of excitement and energy towards you. Three of Pentacles could be somebody that you work with, go to school with, even if it's online. Anybody you partnership with in creative endeavors. That's how you could potentially meet this person. Three of Pentacles can be anything such as like dating sites or like Facebook dating app, Hinge, whatever. And I feel like the cooperative level would be really good. It would be solid, actually. So don't get in your head. Don't worry. Don't feel stuck because you've been waiting this whole time. You can fly and do you, and because you'll be exuding the right vibration, people will come towards you. Okay? And that's what I have towards you. Some of you guys for you. Some of you guys are going to be choosing to look at things from a different perspective, and that is going to really open up the world. It's going to help your communication. You're going to even look at like how things really grow, and you're going to find for you that it is through clarity and clear communication, and that's how you're going to allow things back into your life if you're single. So Pisces, with much love, I thank you so much, and I hope that September is fantastic for you. Please do comment below if you want to see anything different, and with that, I'll let you go. Namaste.